Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video all about my fall beauty favorites. I wanted to talk to you guys about makeup products that I'm currently loving, a new skin regimen that I have going on because my skin was looking real bad there for a minute. It's not a skincare routine, by the way, it's a foundation routine. I'm going to talk to you guys about some makeup products that I'm super duper loving, some ones that came back in stock, and some other just beauty products in general. It's not all makeup, mostly, but not all. So let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday when I can, when I'm not having other stuff going on. I'm really sorry about that. I tried to upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but you know, life lately has been crazy. And I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. Also, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both are RawBeautyKristi, and let's get into this video. So the first product that I'm gonna mention is actually fragrance. So Scentbird reached out to me a few months ago and asked me if I wanted to try out their service, see if I like the perfumes. If I like the service, then I could talk to you guys about it and tell you guys what it's all about. So I'm gonna do that today because I actually do like the service. I think it's really cool, especially for me because I travel all the time. This portion of the video is sponsored by Scentbird, so thank you guys so much for partnering with me on this video. So basically, if you did not know what Scentbird is, I'm gonna give you the rundown. Basically, it is a monthly subscription fragrance service. So it comes in these little containers like this, you screw it up, and then you spray it on. If you are wondering what the fragrance is and you can't remember what you got, you can just pull it right out of here and you can look right on the side and it'll tell you what it is. This one here is Nest Fragrances Black Tulip. This is the favorite one that I got. I love the smell of it. To me, it's very in between. It's not too musky. It's not too sweet. It's not too floral. It's not too fresh. It's kind of like a perfect convergence of all of those scents into one. It's something that I could see myself wearing every day. It's very sophisticated smelling. I was reading the notes. I don't like things that have a rose scent, so I always skip over things that have rose. I also don't like things that are too sweet, so anything that I can see with those sort of notes, I skip right over. I try to go for more like warm. I mean, floral is fine, but if it's not rose, there's something about rose that makes me gag, okay? I don't know what it is, but when something smells like rose, I'm legitimately gagging. It's like a reflex. I can't even help it. Chloe perfume. I really, really wanted to love that. And the first time I smelled it, I was like, yes. And then I put it on and I found myself just gagging throughout the day. Like I could feel myself dry heaving and I thought, what is happening? Chloe. A lot of people love it, but I don't know what it is. I also got Burberry Brit EDT. I like the smell of that one a lot, but it has like a bite to it that I don't know if I could wear every day. The other one's a little bit softer of a fragrance. This one is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This one has even more of that bite to it. It smells really good, but that's one I'd need to wear when I'm like outside so it can like air out because it's strong. I've mentioned this many times in the past, but for those of you who don't know, I am sensitive to perfume, except for in the last maybe like 8 months or so, I've been fine. I go through periods each month where I can't handle it, but actually my headache condition, you guys know I suffer from a headache condition. It has been so much better. I've maybe only had 2 or 3 attacks in the last month, which is really good for me. I'm getting as much of the perfume wearing in as I can because generally in the winter months is when it gets the worst for me. So I'm just doing my absolute best right now. And I haven't had any issues at all with any of these scents that I was sent over. This one is really nice. I like this one a lot. This is Versace Bright Crystal. They also have their own fragrance line as well. So if you guys are looking for something that's not just a designer brand, you can go with their fragrance brand. Scentbird partners with designer brands, so you know you're getting authentic. If that's something that concerns you, you have nothing to worry about. They have over 450 fragrances on the site. You sign up as a monthly subscription, so it's $14.95 every month. Just that. You're not going to pay extra for shipping. You can cancel at any time. You can skip a month if you need to, and you can choose your fragrance on there. If you sign up and you realize that one fragrance isn't enough and you want, 2 or 3, you can upgrade your account as well to receive 2 or 3. If you're not just into getting perfume or if you're into something different, they have brands like Tarte, Kat Von D Beauty, etc. You can choose like full-size products and it's also $15 per month. I think it's pretty neat, especially for traveling. For me, I don't like traveling with a full-size perfume bottle. I think it's just a hassle. It takes up too much space. So for me, this is perfect because I can just toss this right in. And honestly, I could take 6 different fragrances with me if I wanted to. These are about the equivalent to a rollerball size, but a lot cheaper. If you guys are interested in Scentbird, you guys can click the link in the description of this video, use code RBK30, and that will get you 30% off of your first month sign up. I love to be able to try fragrances, but not commit to a big ass size bottle. That's just me. Again, thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring this portion of the video. And now I'm gonna get on to the rest of my fall favorites and talk to you guys about the makeup that I'm currently wearing and other products that I'm super stoked about this month. Not just this month, this is for fall, okay? This is for just life in general. This skin routine that I cannot get over, and just I'm rediscovered some loves of my life, and I just want to talk to you guys about it. So for my brows that I did here, I used the MAC Shape and Shade pencil, and I used the shade Taupe. It's not a pencil, it's a pen. This is gonna stay a favorite of mine. I continue to use it. I wanna try the Maybelline pen that I've seen people talking about, but honestly, at the end of the day, I just really love this MAC one. I feel like it works really well for me. The shade Fling and Taupe are my two favorites. They work the best for my brows. I'm trying to like bring the tail of my brow down more because I usually go straight out, and I feel like sometimes I look like a bitch, and I don't wanna look like a bitch. I'm gonna get to the others in just a moment, but I wanna get to the palette that I'm currently wearing on my eyes. This is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. Now, you guys know, if you've watched me for a while, I did a review on this past summer, and I died when I tried it. I feel like it is honestly one of the best palettes that I've ever used in my life. It was limited edition, it went away, and they were like, bye, it's gone. They brought it back. It's back now. If you guys wanna get it, I will leave a link for it in the description of this video. It is truly to die for. I feel like it's just the most beautiful palette. It's got the side of greens, which may not be all that wearable to so many of you, but I did do a look with the greens, and I feel like it looked so beautiful. And maybe around Christmas, honestly, if you're gonna get this palette, you could probably do something really stunning with it for Christmas. And for me, when I do wear the green shades, they are, I would say, of any green shade you could be wearing on your eye, for me, the most wearable. They are very olive in tone. They're not overly crazy. Like, some people absolutely hate the green side of the palette. For me, I really love it. But the other side of the palette is what I get so much use out of. The colors are unique. Even though they're warm browns, they're mustardy, they're deep. They have a lot of depth to them. And you can see I'm wearing them on my eyes today. They just look stunning. For me, they perform so well. I love the shadows with my whole heart. I don't know. I just really love Melt Cosmetics. I think their eyeshadows are underrated. Especially the Gemini palette is something that if you were upset that you couldn't get your hands on it, I'd grab it now because it's truly, for me, it's probably one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes I've ever owned. I've taken it traveling with me every time I've traveled so far, and it's pretty much the palette I reach for on my everyday. I don't know, Soft Glam, you've been replaced. These are the Rouge and Rogue lashes, and these are the Luxe Faux Mink lashes. They are in the style Nirvana. Oh, these are so stunning. I don't know if you guys can see, they're like fluffy, they're thick. They are so easy to apply. The packaging is so unique, and I just love the vibe of everything. It's just really well done. I think the lashes are really high quality, and I love this style specifically, Nirvana. I don't know, I just think they're the most beautiful lashes, and I'm going to wear them until they fall apart in my hands. For the color on my lid, this is actually not the gold shade from the Gemini palette. As much as this is a beautiful shade, it's very flaky to me. It does work well, especially if you mix it with a mixing medium like a setting spray or something. But for me, I prefer to use a liquid eyeshadow. I don't want to have to do all the mixing and all that shit. So for me, I have really been into liquid eyeshadows. I'm gonna talk to you about a few of them right now, but this is the one that I'm wearing today, and this is the Cosmetics Eyelights, and this is in the shade Gal Pal. It is truly so beautiful. I feel like this is such a perfect combination for the Gemini palette. It's got this mustardy, rusty undertone with a little bit of, I would say, like a green shift to it. It's hard to see on camera, but oh my God, if this isn't the most beautiful. It's got like a purple shift to it too. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, this camera can't pick it up. It just does not do it justice. It has this stunning duochrome to it. In person, it looks 1,000 times prettier than it does on camera, and I love the way it looks over top of these eyeshadows. I feel like it just goes so well. It dries down completely to the touch, so it does not transfer on your fingers. It goes on so easily. I tried these back in the day when I did my review on the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette, and I used some of these on my lids, and I had to really build them up because these are, I feel, more for just a topper for eyeshadows that already exist more than they are like a full pigment. If you're looking for more of like a full pigment, then I would go with like the ColourPop Supernova shadows. These are so beautiful as well. They just, I don't know, I love a good liquid eyeshadow. These do have more of a pigmented base to them. So you'll see when I swatch these two next to the Eyelights, these are the two ColourPop shades. This middle one here is Walk of Fame, and the outside one is UF Woe, and they are just so beautiful. And for me, I really do, maybe I'm a basic bitch, maybe that's what you're trying to say, I don't know, maybe stop saying it, but I really do go pretty basic in fall, and I do warm toned eyeshadow looks. I do lots of oranges, mustards. Mustards are more my shit than it is for oranges, but I love them. If we're going off of oranges, and another liquid eyeshadow that I super duper love is the Pure Cosmetics Eye Polish. These are so beautiful. These are like super, super foiled. These two on the end here are Pure Cosmetics. You can see they just have such a foiled look to them. So this one here is the shade Visionary. Like literally look at that. It's like the most champagne foil. And this one is Lust. And I honestly get so much use out of products like these at this time of year specifically. They're just stunning, and I love them with my whole heart. So basically what happened was the other day I was putting on my makeup to go to a wedding, and I was going in with all of my Holy Grail products. Nothing looked good on my skin. I'm not kidding when I say every single product I put on my skin that was like something that I knew and loved, it was being repelled from my skin. Nothing was glowy, nothing looked good. I was using the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation, which you guys know I love, and I was using all summer. It looked horrifying on me. My skin has never looked worse. It looked like bad, like the Dior Air Flash bad. It was repelling my foundation, and I didn't know what was going on. I used my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. The same thing happened. My under eyes looked so crepey and dry. I used the Hourglass Veil Powder. Looked like shit. I don't know what was going on, so I thought I've got to change my skincare routine. Changing my skincare routine did not help. Well, then I've got to change my foundation routine. And you know what? It worked. So what I did was I realized, okay, well, the weather has shifted here in Washington. It is still relatively sunny, but it's cold. It's so cold that we're about needing to turn on our heat. I thought, oh, that's right. When it gets cold out, my skin gets dry, flaky, and shitty as hell. That's when I whip out L'Oreal Pro Glow. It's always my favorite winter foundation because this is what happens every year. My skin makes this shift. Nothing looks good on it anymore. Nothing can sit on my nose. Nothing looks dewy. It all just starts to cake up, and then that's when I switch back to Pro Glow. I do feel like our skin or something happens to where we kind of have to switch out our favorites now and again. Pro Glow is my favorite winter foundation because in the summer, it melts off my face too fast, which is why you guys haven't seen me use it in like 6 months. It melts off my face so fast in the summer heat. But in the winter, my foundation doesn't melt because it's freezing cold. But something different that I've been doing is I'm really not liking cakey skin. I've gotten to a point now where I realized I was using too much foundation, too much of everything. And so what you guys know, I'm super into this right now. This is the Dermacol Foundation. This I got from Amazon, and I will link it in the description of this video. You guys, I'm going to try to link a really reputable source because there are a lot of fakes out there for Dermacol. This is real though, I can tell because it's amazing. Basically, I use a few dots of this on my face just to get the coverage that I want. And then I take just a little bit of Pro Glow on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, and then this is the winner in all of this. This is the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. And this brush is, honestly, the handle of it is so giant, but it's so cute in and of itself. It's like a little heart, and I really like it. But basically, IT Cosmetics brushes specifically are so dense and so soft, and the amount of bristles that this has, it blends foundation like an absolute dream. It is so fantastic. I did not use a beauty blender on my face at all today. It took like 2 seconds to do my foundation. I love this brush so much. It's honestly so good. And I feel like this is going to become a staple in my beauty routine. For me, this is just such an amazing brush. I haven't found one I like quite as much as this one. It's just kind of the perfect foundation brush, if I'm being honest. I have no powder on my face whatsoever as far as setting powder goes, just because right now I'm trying to be a dewy ass bitch. Some people like to go matte in the winter. I am the opposite. I still like to be super dewy. I like to be really tan looking still. A lot of people go pale and matte in the winter, and for me, I don't like that look on me. I like to still look glowy and healthy, and so that's why I continue it out through the winter months. For me, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. That's the kind of bitch I am. My favorite highlighter I think I've ever used, I'd say it's probably my top, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and AMREZY Highlighter. I'm so upset that this is limited edition. I think this will last me a long time, but I think the thing that I like about it the most is the fact that there is no fallout. You cannot get fallout from this. It's like a very specific, special type of formula. I know that a lot of people had issues with this and maybe found that it wasn't their favorite, but I beg you to try again. When I first tried this formula, I was like, this is so bizarre. And now it is the only formula I wear. It's the one I reach for every day. To me, it's just such a wet, gorgeous, blinding, stunning highlight. Honestly, what I want Anastasia Beverly Hills to do is I want them to come out with this in a billion shades. Like, this is the best formula of highlighter that exists on the market, if you ask me. There's zero fallout when you dip your brush into it. It's such a unique formula. It gives you the most beautiful wet sheen. Why brands make so much fucking annoying discontinued shit? I swear to you, I will never know. I think Amra did a perfect job of picking a color that literally suits every skin tone. It suits all the way to a completely deep skin tone, to my skin tone, to even fairer than me. And the reason for that being that it's such a sheer, gorgeous, wet, I could go on and on and on all day about it. I truly feel like it is a standalone product in the highlighter category. If ABH isn't gonna do it, I want other brands to come out with this formula because it's truly perfection. This is my favorite brush right now, like for my face. I just don't want to use anything else. And honestly, frankly, I haven't used anything else. Today on my face, I used the BH Cosmetics Contour Palette, the Studio Pro Contour Palette. Again, I'm going to say it for the 500,000th time. It's a Studio Pro Bronzer Palette. It is not contour. Those shades, unless you are incredibly warm and you want an incredibly warm contour, those are certainly more bronzer shades for most people. This Wet n Wild brush though stands alone. I love it with my whole heart. This was part of the Fire and Ice Dragon collection. It is such a good brush. I absolutely love the shape of it. For contouring, for bronzer, for powder, for honestly everything. I just feel like it's such a beautiful brush and it's so soft, and the shape of it, I'm really into a good taper. When a brush tapers like this, it's like my favorite, and so this brush is honestly truly wonderful. If you can get your hands on this, I really would, because I think it's a really high quality and nice brush. This product is what sets the skin into this like ultra dewy, glowy masterpiece that you see here. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I've tried this probably like 8 days in a row. I've worn it many, many times now. I've tried it over different foundations. I've tried it over just my skin. I don't know what this is. I don't know how they did this, but it is so dewy, so glowy, so fantastically wonderful. The sprayer on this thing is very spray-y, so just watch out, but it coats your face in a really nice way, and it really does make you dewy. Obviously, I'm wearing Pro Glow foundation right now, and Dermacol itself is dewy, but even over a kind of matte foundation, this really amps up the dew. They sent this over my way, and I'm honestly so impressed with this product. I think it's so beautiful, and I think more people need to try it. So if you guys have not tried this yet, get your hands on it. It's not expensive at all. Catrice Prime and Fine. You fine, baby. I just reapplied the lip lacquer. This is the NARS Baden. Who knows how to pronounce that name? This is the lip lacquer. The only thing I don't like about this is that it does feather around the edges. I feel like the longer I wear it, the more it starts to feather out. The thing is, and I'm wearing a lip liner with it too, and the lip liner that I'm wearing is the Patrick Star and MAC Mahogany pencil, and even still, like, it's feathering on the edges, but truly, tell me this isn't such a beautiful color. It's like, it looks like the deepest black cherry. It's so stunning. I think a product like this would work way better though if you put it on top of, I haven't done this yet, I don't know why I keep just wearing it like this and then being like annoyed at the feathering and the fact that I have to keep replacing it. I have to like keep reapplying it throughout the day. If you were to put this over a very similar lip color, like if you were gonna use a like MAC Retro Matte lip and then toss the NARS lip lacquer over the top, I think that would be better because then it'll have way better longevity. The feathering won't happen. You don't have to take it all the way to the edge, but no lie, this color is just straight out of the tube. There is no other color on my lips underneath this, but you can see on the edges. I'll try to see, it just starts to feather. So while it is a favorite, it is also annoying as shit. Sorry, NARS, but I love you, but This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is in the shade Lucky. This is probably my favorite shade to use in the fall time because it's like a bronzy orange color, and for me it just gives a pop of interest into the waterline that's not just black or like a dark brown. It gives like a metallic shimmer, and honestly it stays really well in the waterline. This is the shade that I really like, and honestly I did my eye makeup like an hour ago and it still has not budged, so it's just really beautiful and I love that shade specifically. I've talked to you guys about these as well. These are the Caruso steam rollers for my hair. These are something that I'm really back into them again, especially when I have hair that I want to curl but I don't want to sit there and put it in a bunch of, I don't want to sit there and like wand curl it. I tried this wand curler. It's over there. It's from Liabo. They sent it up Liabo. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll try to pop a picture of it up here on the screen. I got that and I've been trying that out, and honestly I do not like it. My hair does not curl for shit. I'll curl my hair and then it will be fine, and then not 5 minutes later it's completely fallen out and my hair gets stuck in the little tip of it. It's very annoying. But I love these Caruso steam rollers. I get these from Sally's. These are, I've been using these, I'm probably not even kidding when I say for 15 years maybe. And I've had these specific set for at least 10. They last a really long time. They're like 50 bucks. And in that you get a bunch of these little rollers and you steam roll your hair. The curls are bouncy. They last really a long time. You can straighten the ends if you want a more modern look, or you can like use these. Like I used to kind of love that 50s pinup look, and I could like barrel roll my hair with these, especially if you like, you see what I mean? Like you could make your hair look very pinup-esque. You can make it look modern as well. You can kind of do anything with it. Like it just gives you a really nice curl to your hair. The way that I do it specifically, I take my hair and I start at the base and I wrap curl my hair as if it's a curling iron, and then I just stick the little cap on, leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. When you unravel your hair, you've got a curly hair that honestly for me lasts longer than any other curly hair, and it's just voluminous and really pretty, and I really, really love them. So Caruso, baby. And I think that's it for all my beauty favorites for this month. I hate to even say this month. These are the things I'm currently loving, the things I keep reaching for when I'm like, oh, I gotta get ready for a wedding. Here's what I'm gonna grab. I gotta get ready for this event. Here's what I'm gonna grab. And this is what I keep gravitating towards. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about my favorite shit for fall because this is a very fall look. Let's not lie though, I usually wear nude lips. But if I'm going to wear a really super glossy lip like this, I like to go for something like this because this is a color that I really super love in the fall. Let me know any products that you guys are super duper loving. I know that all of these probably aren't things that you're super shocked by, but I wanted to let you guys know specifically that the Gemini palette is back. For how long? God only knows. All right, you guys, that is everything that I wanted to mention today. Let me know your favorite products that you guys want me to try, any lip colors you want me to try, anything at all. Let me know. I'm more than happy to give makeup a try. I have a huge pile of stuff I want to give a go right here, and products that I just need to get through. But I wanted to show you guys my favorite fall makeup products and mostly talk to you guys about the Gemini palette. I have no affiliation with Melt Cosmetics. I just want to make that very clear. I just know so many of you guys message me about this all the time being like, where is it? And I'm like, it's back, bitches. Get it. All right, I thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video. I really appreciate you guys wanting to work with me, and I'm super stoked that I now have a bunch of perfumes that I can smell like a hot ass bitch all day long, every single day. And it's really nice to smell good because I don't have a shower right now. I don't have one. I'm showering at my dad's house right now, and I won't have a shower or a bathroom or a bathtub until the mid of November. So let me just say, it's nice to smell good. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing... Scentbird reached out to me a couple of months ago and asked me if I wanted to try out the service. So the first product that I'm going to try out... No. Well, then I've got to change my mind up. Okay. On my lips. All right, you guys, that is everything. Why am I orange? Why? Why do you do that? Why is that a thing you do? How do you do that? You have a custom white balance. Watch this. Shut it off and right back on. Watch. Now, that's the weirdest thing. If I walk away from the camera and come back, it's orange. Bizarre.